kind of just started like, oh, let's just have like a big like tailgate party, you know, the way you do like before going into the stadium. And it kind of just snowballed from there.
We still have cash. Return dollars, baby. We're here. Cash and tricks. Get up, stay funky. We want to see some shit on the bat. Let's go. Oh.
That's a fucking man.
Until like now it's like at a full stadium. We're playing a full game. There's like an announcer, there's like a DJ, there's like vendors. Like now it's like a real big thing, which is sick. I'm excited. We kind of just like made a huge list of a bunch of people that would be sick to maybe have on the field, and then, you know, sent out the invitation. Once we figured out like who was down, we had like a small list, and then me and Jesse Alba FaceTime the other day with the list in front of us. We pretty much did like a fantasy draft of the teams and tried to like, first off, we tried to make it even, like, you know, try to assess everyone's like level. And then we also tried to like split a bunch of homies up. I think my favorite part is seeing like line drawings and sketches like then become the like CAD. And then after that, you get the first samples. But the first samples always look a little wonky, and then they just get better and better and better until you finally have the finished project, and you're like, whoa, that's crazy that this thing really just came to life through like drawings and like random pictures and inspirations and stuff. I wanted to have more of like a team feel or like a homie video feel. I just filmed like all the like B-roll stuff and like funny hijinks that goes on in between like tries and whatnot, you know. I would send it all to Greg as we were going. He's like, oh, this shit looks great. Like, let's see if we can like mix it together. Editing it with Greg was like one of the funnest things. Periodically, he would send me a timeline of the footage I had, and then the other footage that people got on trips that were like with us that we wanted to include. And I would mix it with mine, like make really, really sketchy jank versions of like little like parts of a song and like edits, or like, oh, here's a trick of ET, and then here's this clip of him like riding in his car, and like send it to Greg. Like I'd make it on iMovie, and it would just be like really jank. I'd send it to him, be like, do you get this like vibe that I'm trying to like give off with these clips? And he'd be like, oh, I know exactly what you mean. And at the start of it, you know, Greg and I were talking like, oh, even if, you know, you have like 2 or 3 clips that you filmed on this, and then it ended up being like, I don't know, maybe like 15-20% of the video. We went to Australia, Paris, New York, Toronto, all over LA. That's pretty much it. The big ones were Australia and Paris. That's where a lot of like the hijinks and like fun B-roll stuff comes from. Yeah, Diego and Zion and ET really like, and Elijah, I mean everyone, but yeah, they really came through, like, and good on them for like being down to like let those clips go, because I don't know, I'm pretty stingy nowadays. I'm really, really hyped to have those guys in this project, you know. I just had so much fun traveling this year, and it made sense to try and capture that same like feeling through the video, which I hope comes across, you know. And even if it comes across slightly different than how it actually felt, that's fine, you know.